Much about them?
Yeah, they're going to be a tough physical team. That's what they pride themselves on, and it's going to be a hard-fought game. They played us hard last year, and I think it's kind of a revenge game for me, at least, because, I mean, I was watching it personally, and I felt the pain that they were all going through during that game, and I'm excited for this opportunity.
Is that what this team feels right now, that the other guys who were involved in that game feeling like that's motivation for this year?
I mean, it has to be. I mean, losing like that last year, I mean, that was the old team, but this is a new team, but you got to have a chip on your shoulder going into this game for sure. And we know what it all comes down to, and we just want to go out there and play our best and win.
Where did you watch the game last year?
In my dorm room at East. Yeah.
By that point, did you kind of feel like that you were going to be at Ole Miss the next year? I mean,
I had a little feeling. I mean, I was still taking visits back then, but I mean, I had an idea kind of where I wanted to go.
With this team, I mean, what's the confidence been like now, having back-to-back wins?
Yeah, it's huge. You gotta just execute. But having a couple games on our belt that we've been playing pretty good, defense is rolling. We're running the ball. Lions is doing a great job. Wide receivers playing great. We just got to keep on rolling, building confidence, keep the intensity up, and every day, we have to go out and execute, start some practice.
This is probably a dumb question, but, having played two really bad games on the road with Memphis and Florida, was it kind of a mental hurdle to go to Auburn and win a game? Just to you say
a little bit. I mean, it was loud too. That's for sure. On third downs, but I mean, you think about it, but at the same time, you just have to go out and execute.
And on this year, how would you assess your performance? Despite every time you throw an interception, you come right back and throw a touchdown.
Yeah.
So you seem to stay tame and bounce back.
Yeah, you got to. You got to stay level focused and can't get too high and can't get too low because you just never know. And you just have to keep focused, keep turning, and just have confidence in the guys around you that they're going to make plays, and just keep feeding them the ball and doing what you're coached to do.
Arkansas secondary has given up a lot of passing yards this year. What do you see when you look at them?
Like I said, they're a tough physical team. They're going to want to hit you a lot. I mean, that's who they are. That's what Arkansas has been, and the coaches bought into that, and their players have bought into it too. And so we just got to make sure we come out with great intensity, ready to go from the start, and that's the key, is getting up on those guys early and keep it going.
Chad, Coach Freeze has said that the majority of the play calling has been being done by Coach Werner and Coach Luke of late. Is that anything you can feel or pick up on as a quarterback out there?
Yeah, because you know who's calling the plays for sure. But we've known that for a couple weeks now, that Coach Warner has been calling the plays. A couple other people have mentioned it to me. Is there someone that has changed calling the plays? But I mean, the coaches do a great job. We just have to go out there and execute, and that's all it comes down to in football.
Yeah, but what has it done for the offense? Has it kind of balanced things out in a way? I mean, is there any been real tangible difference?
Like I said, I go out there, whatever's called, I do. I can't complain about the play call or anything like that, and I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna go out there, execute, and do what the coaches are asked, and that's the same with all the guys on the field. And you're just asked to do something. You have to go out there and perform.
You mentioned it a minute ago, but are their play calling styles that much different from each other, where you kind of have to feel, okay, he did this, he did that, or?
No, I mean, you just have to go out and do what the coaches ask. Whoever's calling the play, the offensive line coach, tight ends coach, whoever it is, and you have to go out there, execute, do your 1/11th, and it's not going to make a difference who's calling the play as long as you do your job.
When did your teammates start calling you Swag Kelly? Where did that come from?
I'm not really sure. It just kind of happened, I guess.
Would you say it's your performance on the field or your style of dressing?
No, I think just, I guess the way I carry myself sometimes, people might think something different, but I just go out there, have fun every day. I love life, and I'm glad I'm in a situation at a great university.
Did you talk to Quan right after that touchdown? I mean, was he?
Oh,
was
yeah.
Some relief?
Yeah. It was a relief that I finally threw it over the guy's head instead of back shouldering all those. And, I mean, we could have probably had 3-4 touchdowns just off of that play. Instead of trying to back shoulder something, throw it over his head, because that's what we had worked on in practice. So I got to get better with that. I have to. And, I mean, yeah, we were all happy after that touchdown for sure.
Coach Freeze mentioned he was happy with the yardage production but not happy with the point production from Saturday. What limited y'all there?
I mean, just short yardage again. I think it was 3rd and 1 and then 4th and 1 or something like that, and we just got to convert. We just got to convert those. We just got to keep grinding and working hard and knowing it's a mentality thing, really. But coaches are gonna help us. They're gonna put us in a better situation, and they're gonna try to help us as much as they can, so we can get those third and 1s, 3rd and 2s. So.
It seems like maybe your interceptions have maybe picked up a little bit the last few weeks. Is it something defenses are doing differently? Is it something you're doing differently? What's going on?
I mean, interceptions happen. Sometimes you try forcing things. Sometimes you misread things, of course. But you just got to make sure you forget about that last play. You have to forget about it, come back, and make a better play. And understanding you don't have to force everything all the time, but you have playmakers around you. Just get them the ball and let them do what they're taught to do. And your job is to get them the ball. So you just gotta forget what happened and just keep moving.
You say you want to forget it, but how much do you spend studying those interceptions afterward?
You do, but they're correctable mistakes, and usually right after you throw it, you see what the next read should have been. You look right after and realize, hey, I probably should have thrown it to that guy. So you forget about it, and that's what you have to do.
What do you, to avoid those interceptions now, what do you have to fix? What do you have to change?
I mean, you just gotta know what the defense is doing, first of all, of course, so then you can make the correct reads, but also know not thinking where your check downs are going to be, but knowing exactly where they're going to be. You have to know exactly where your outlets are at all times, and if they do bring a house blitz, you have to know where your hots are, of course, and that's the same with any other type of blitz if you're not protected. And we just got to keep getting better. It'll keep on coming, but it starts in practice.
Did you know that you were SEC Offensive Player of the Week this week?
Did not know that.
Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's because my teammates, they're the ones that make it happen. Our O-line did a great job blocking, wide receivers made plays, and running backs ran hard. And we probably wouldn't be sitting here saying that if we didn't win either. So they got to give credit to the defense, special teams too, and that's awesome. So.